Hello again. Here we are with our bows, back bows. Now we're going to baste the pleats on the bow part. So pin them, and the bows, the pleats go downwards. Okay, so there are three pleats, and now we are going to go and baste them with your sewing machine. Not at 1 centimeter, a little bit less, like 7 millimeters, which is 1/4 of an inch. Okay, just baste them in place. Here they are, the pleats. Now you can decide if you want to finish this part here. This is going to be covered with the bow loop, so it won't be seen. But if you have a fabric that frays a lot, maybe it's a good thing to finish, okay, here. If not, you can leave it like this. I'm going to leave it without finishing it. Now right sides touching. We are going to stitch and finish the shoulders. Okay, here it is. Now press the seams toward the back side. I usually do it toward the back side. Now we are going to stitch the bias tape. Okay, so we are going to start from one edge, here. You're going to start through here, go through all the way around and finish on the other bow here. Okay, I already show you how to stitch the bias tape with the keyhole. Look that video. It's the same, only you have bigger area here. So in order to help yourself, you know, these are the centers, okay? So this is where it starts, when it finishes, and this is the half of the bias tape. You can find the quarters here and also on the bias tape. So to find the quarter, just place this part. You see, these are the pleats, and here is where the neckline finishes. When it is where it is 1 centimeter, because this part will be stitched, this is the seam allowance. So when 1 centimeter starts here, place it on the center front, and then you can find here, you see, the quarter. Just mark it on both sides and mark the quarter also on the bias tape. And you know, when you start from one side, you will get with the quarter of the bias tape on the quarter of the dress, and then on the center, and then you finish. It's easier for you, so you can distribute the bias tape evenly. You see, I have also marked the center and the quarter on the bias tape by the same method, okay? And now I'm going to start here, start stitching from the wrong side, keep pulling until I get the quarter of the dress and the quarter of the bias tape, get to the center and finish. This is how I'm going to do on the wrong side, and then I'm going to top stitch on the right side. Just follow the, as I said, just follow the keyhole binding, neckline, bias tape binding, and the method is the same. Here it is, you see, back and front neckline finish with the bias tape. Now stitch together these two parts. So right sides touching, stitch these two together at 1 centimeter. You see here, 1 centimeter. Try to match the pleats as best as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. If you see, if they are not perfectly matched, it's okay, because they're going to be covered by the loop. But do the best that you can, okay? Okay, now stitch here 1 centimeter. Okay, here it is. You can also decide here to finish when you stitch these two together, if it's fraying. Again, it's going to be covered by the loop and it won't be seen, so you can avoid this part, okay? So you, depending on how much your fabric frays. Okay, now you can press open here if you don't finish these two together, and press nicely all the neckline. And then we are going to stitch the loop here, okay? So the long sides, right side touching, the long sides here, long edges, stitch at 1 centimeter. Okay, here is the loop. Now, you're going to start here. So center of the loop, center here on the stitching. Start here and finish on the other side, okay. And now we're going to baste, pin and baste. Okay, here it is. Now we're going to baste the lace on the back bow. So place the right side of the lace, you see, on the wrong side of the bow. Okay. Okay, so we are seeing the right side of the lace, okay, and it's touching the wrong side of the bow, and we are also seeing the right side of the bow. You're going to baste it all around here. You see, all around here like this. Here it's around 1/2 or 2 centimeters from the stitching of the shoulder seam, and here you can follow the notches, so the notch here and notch on the lace. So baste it all around at 6 or 7 millimeters, which is 1/4 of an inch, with a long stitch, like 3 or 4. That's the basting stitch on the machine. Okay, let's do this. So here it is. See, baste it all around. Here, okay, here. On the armholes, even near to the edge, because here we are going to stitch the bias tape. Okay, so it doesn't go over under the bias tape, the stitching. Just stitch it even near the edge. Okay, so this is it. This is the neckline. It's finished. Now let's go to the next stage. Thank you for watching.